Hi, everyone. After the upload I did yesterday of the righteous anger from narcissistic abuse, I've received several questions, a lot of thank yous, but I thought I would do a video because of the questions I was getting made me realize that with narcissistic abuse, as you're learning, you have to dissect everything. And what I wanted to do here is take some time and dissect the types of anger that we feel and why the anger we feel now is different than the anger we felt while it was happening. I've heard from many of you who heard the same line that I heard, and a lot of us here. Oh, you were always so angry. You were always so angry. You're always so angry. So why are you still angry now? And that could trip you up. That could be one of those rabbit holes that you can fall down into. And like, you know what? They're right. I was always angry. So why am I still angry now? I've always been angry. So why am I still holding on to it? Slow down. Because all anger isn't the same. Depending on where your anger is coming from is whether or not it's righteous or justified. Your anger now comes from a place of knowledge and understanding of what happened to you. Your anger back then came from frustration. And frustration will drive you insane. Because it was the frustration of knowing something was wrong and not being able to explain it to anybody. Not being able to tell anybody what's going on. And everybody, what's your problem? What's your problem? What's your problem? And when you try to explain what was happening, what was essentially the abuse, when you try to explain what gaslighting is, try at 10, 15, 20 years old explaining what gaslighting, I didn't even know what gaslighting was until a couple of years ago. Try to explain when it happens. Because when you try to explain it, you sound insane. You sound crazy because there was no information on what was going on. There was no label for it. Everybody was telling you you're the problem. You're angry. Yeah, of course you're angry. You're angry because you're being abused and you have no way to vocalize it. Nobody will see it. There isn't even a term for it. It's just that you're the problem and you're crazy. That's a frustrating anger. That's different because that's unexplainable. That's an anger that children feel like when they can't get their blocks together right, and that's just crazy irrational anger that's going nowhere. That's not the anger you're feeling anymore. Your anger is genuine and righteous because now you understand what narcissism is, what narcissism does, the tactics of narcissism. You see your parents' abuse or whoever abused you for what it was. And now you see the tactics for what it was. And you see how bad the gaslighting really was. How they were there to protect their narcissistic circle. To keep you a victim. That's not irrational anger. That's anger that's specific and directed. That's anger that can be explained. That's anger that has feeling behind it. That's not an anger out of frustration or irrational rage. And rage is different than anger. I mean, if you're at a point where you're in a full-blown rage, because there were some comments about that as well, that's different. That's not what I'm talking about. Rage isn't healthy. I mean, that's you should never try to hold on to rage. You should try to figure out how you can get it out, whether it's at a gym, hitting a punching bag, breaking something like that. But that's not something you should hold on to, is rage. No, you need to figure out how to, and a lot of times doing something physical, breaking something, and it helps. It does help. But rage isn't something I'm talking about holding on to. And I know I said rage, but I didn't really mean rage in the last video. I'm talking about the anger you feel now based on your knowledge of what happened to you. There's nothing worse than frustration and not being able to explain what the problem is. That's a different irrational. Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? And you can't explain why you're angry. Now you can explain why you're angry. That's different. So if somebody says, or when they say to you, well, you've always been angry, say, yeah, but now I understand what my anger is. And if you'd like, I could explain it to you. That's the difference. And that's why your anger is righteous. Okay, everybody, short video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again real soon. Thanks. Bye.